Good afternoon, traders and subscribers and followers and traders in Awesome Calls Trading. Just want to thank all of you for joining us today. I am going to take a trade right now while I'm talking to you, and I'm going to do it right now. And I think I can probably, as I'm talking, this thing will probably sink lower. So hold on here. Let me go over here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to type it 6,000 times. Yeah, I'll take this one right there at 32, and maybe I'll get a sell-off into close. So I'm going to take some, I'm not going to do too much, just enough. And then I'll give it room to 32.20. Okay. Okay. All right, traders, welcome to Awesome Calls Trading, and I'm AJ. I just want to say also thank you for we have our YouTube channel is starting to really grow. We're getting quite a few um, reviews on it, and I think yesterday we got about 58, 153 views the other day on the January 25th, which I do encourage you to listen to. It's one of our favorites. We usually average about 60 a night, 60 to 70, and pretty cool, pretty cool. I really enjoy doing these recaps. They really help traders a lot, and how do I know? Because I watch them every day improve their skill level as traders and get more comfortable and confident with themselves. And that's really what it's about. It's about just really getting confident within yourself, taking a little bit more size when you take a trade because of your confidence level, and and just really tearing it up. So anyway, today we had a really nice list going out, pre-market game plan for Awesome Calls Trading subscribers. And we started with Hog as our #1 pick, and I'll kind of go into why. OCX, Voyager, Game, SANM, Square, CE, Pi, Whirlpool, Nevada, WBE, and AGN. Before I begin, I would like to talk about what it's like to overnight stocks with me. Okay, so let's start with Myrna. And Myrna, I took it overnight yesterday at 14.49 down here. And I sold at the pop at the opening, which is what I told everybody I do, 1,000 shares right at the pop at the opening. And I like starting, making $300-400 just right out of the gate. And I really enjoyed that. It was a nice trade, fun, just right on point. It was sold right into a market order, and I was done. The other stock I gave you, and I did give that on Twitter as well yesterday for free, was a stock called CAT. I gave everyone CAT yesterday for free on Twitter and also in the chat room. I told everyone I was going to go long on CAT at $124.50. And I was looking for 126 on the trade. And the stock hit, as you can tell, $128. So we're going to do a 2-day chart on that one, because I think that's a phenomenal trade if you took it on a swing or for an overnight. And that just kind of shows when I like to see traders make money in the morning and have fun to start their day. Another trade I took overnight was that I informed, and I told you, was WBE. And this one I was able to tag in around on this pullback. I wish I could have added more. I was trying to get 500 shares. I ended up, I believe, with about 300. And the stock, I went at 32.79 long, and the stock hit 34.69. Probably about 2 points to a T, so not too bad. And these are overnights. These are just things that I find, I do homework on, I study, and then I make the decision. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I notify the room, and so everyone has the same opportunities that I do. I never do it after the fact. it's really important that if I'm going to do something, that especially for the people that come in here and pay, I want them to make as much money as they possibly can. And I'm pretty cool and pretty right on overnights. I kind of know what I'm doing. So the other thing I was doing too was our number one pick was Hog. Yesterday, a trader in the room, his name is Steve B. He asked me specifically what I felt about Hog, and one of the things that I do very, very, very well here in Awesome Calls Trading is the ability to dissect a company before their earnings even come out, and I felt, and I didn't even look at the put action and the the put to call ratio or anything. I just been trading Hog for a long, long time, and they are the type of company that is really sensitive to market. They do a lot of business overseas and so forth, and I really felt they were going to miss. The stock had already taken a beating over the last 2 weeks, so I had suggested to the traders in the room, including to Steve B, was go ahead and take a small amount, 250, 300 shares. He really wanted 500. But he woke up and the stock came down all the way down to $400. And Steve B, first thing this morning when he came to work, as you can see on my notifications, he celebrated. He made over $1,000 on the trade. And that's what he woke up to this morning. And he was the first person to tweet the Hog trade. And I'll show it to you right here. And I was really proud of that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it goes. And that is his tweet. He woke up to $1,000 paycheck. And this is what we do. This is what we do. It's amazing how many traders out there actually struggle just to try to make a few bucks. And we still have a few that struggle in our room too. I'm not saying that we don't, but if you just listen, I mean, and stop fighting the process, you really can turn your life around. But some people, they're just they fight the process, and you don't need to do that in here. We're here to help you. We're here to educate you. He clearly understood why, and my thoughts, why I felt was going to come down, and so there was really nothing hidden about the trade. It was just, it was plain as day. And this is why you see I get hundreds of reviews a day from the great traders in the room. I mean, they tell me their thoughts and how much they made and the process and how happy they are. And that's what we're all about. And so Hog was a great trade. A 2-day chart will be presented on an overnight and on an earnings play. And that was 30, I think it was 34, 36 to 32. Okay. The next chart I want to show you is that we did was our number 2 pick, which was OCX. I'm also going to take a trade here. Hold on. It looks like PII is going to try to do a move here. So let me grab a few bucks of that. PII. Yeah, I like this PII. It's a little small trade here, but it's starting to make a move. So I kind of want to keep an eye on that one as well. And if I see it blasted up through, I'll show you the chart. PII. I like the trend on it. You see this? I like this. And the way it's moving, I could probably get it through 84, which is what I'd like to see it go through. It's just been being bought up, and they're trending it right now. So I kind of like it. So let's see if I can get through 84 on that one. PII. Okay. So the next chart that we had was a company called OCX. Now, OCX had the keyword cancer. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see if I can pop it through 84 here. I like it. I like to get it right here. And see if I can get one more push. Just doing a quick scalp trade on it. I like it. I like how it's held right here. And came down a little bit, so I'll just be patient with it. Okay, here's some OCX. This was our number 2 pick, in the chat room. This one got really, really good news this morning regarding some cancer, I believe some on their, what do you call it, on their testing of some sort. Anyway, it was a really, it had nice volume in this morning. And so I told everyone I like to play. I'm going to put it as our number 2 pick. The volume was thick this morning, and it was gapping up. I want to see the stock go through 5,550. I do think they'll do an earnings. I'm sorry, an ATM machine, an offering. So I have no doubt they'll probably do one within 24, 48 hours. And I also like the stock to be bought out around the 3,350 range. And then once it's up, I think they'll probably do the offering around 3,350. I expect it within the 48 hours. But I love the stock to the upside, especially at the opening. And any pullback, once it went through, I think 3.5, we were all over it to go to the upside and hit our 5,550 targets. So I kind of want to show you how that ended up in our room. As you can see, those that took long, we were looking for this push right around here this morning, around this breakout. We were looking for this 380, 350. Once the 4 hit, we were pretty much all over it. Then a buyer came in, and he basically brought it up and held the flag. For us, as we played this push, but as a trader, I think my main focus was, hold on a second. See this one. SANM. My main focus as, hold on, let me get through that. Yeah, the SANM wasn't breaking that low of the day, so. And let me do this one. And get ready on that one. And PII is coming down a little bit, so I might add a little bit there. So, okay, so this OCX, what I want to show you is there was a particular time when I was really eyeing it, and it was right here. I want to show it to you. Right here was the buyer. I spotted him out. He came in pretty strong, and he bought 1 million shares. And this told me at this level that he was going to take it higher. So I was all over it. He made his buy, came down a little bit. They held it, which is about right here. And then I told everyone it's going to take off and get through the 6th spot. And it did. And again, the buyer was, you could see him coming in right here. Where is he? Where's the time spot? 7:55, which was right here. No, it was earlier than that. But he came in and I spotted him out. See this? He did, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. What time did I call that buyer to come in? I think it was here. 1, 2, 3. He came in with 250,000, and then he added, and then he pulled in. He basically did 3 big pops. And once I saw that, I knew the stock was going to go higher. And I just basically walked it up from that point on. And that is why you saw so many reviews today on Twitter on OCX. And right now, they're just kind of pushing up. They also had, Dave the Trader alerted the room that there was an I believe an $8 price target as well on the stock, which you could see is pretty much already tight close to it. And but overall, it was a great trade for the morning, especially in pre-market all the way to the open. And the main focus was to get everyone involved to get to that 550 mark, which is what we wanted right here. And you could see we achieved that. You actually got to the $6 area, which is really, really good. So can't complain on that one. That was a good trade. All right, so OCX was really nice. Another one that we did was NVIDIA. NVIDIA, we were starting to, this one got really a lot of mixed reviews. What I saw today was really what there was between Goldman. I mean, everyone had comments on it, and it was a lot of mixed reviews. But I think the one that really stood out the absolute most was what do you call it? I believe Needham. And Needham also got on CNBC, and he told everyone that he felt the stock would be $100 and less, which is pretty aggressive for him to make a call like that. So as traders, we just kind of looked at what it did yesterday and how it grinded out, and you could see it was the 138 level. So this morning I went short, I believe, at 137 and 136.50. And we are looking for basically a 130 touch on it. And I think that's pretty much all she'll get. I think she'll probably grind out from here. Again, it was a Needham call. I think his aggressive $100 price target was probably the reason why the stock didn't just kind of grind towards the 140 area. But it was a really nice trade. We ended up with about, the meat of it was probably about 4 points on it. So you can't complain too much on that trade. Not too bad. The next trade that we did in the room was, we did quite a few of them. I'm trying to find one. SANM was a nice one that we picked up this morning. This one was gapping up, as you can see, just quite a bit. And so what we were looking for was a pop at the open. And in our pre-market notes, you can clearly see on SANM, we were looking for a quick pop at the open to 34 range. And then we're going to try to fade it all day to 30. It would take all day to do it, but we wanted the quick pop to 34 and then fade it to 30. And that was our goal. That was our target this morning. And as you can see, the stock yesterday hit 34.30, hence why I wanted the 34. And then the stock popped all the way up to 34.90 and came all the way down. And we're still trying to get down to at least 31.50 to 31. But it was a great short, and it's been a great short all day. So really happy with that trade. All right. The next trade that we did was, let me show it to you, Square. Square was a nice one as well. I'll show you this one. Now Square, I'm going to get out of this, this PII, not working. So I got out of that. Wasn't working to my satisfaction. Okay. So on this particular one, Square got a $56 price target this morning. It was really an aggressive call from, where is it? Raymond James. They came out really hard and saw 25% downside on the stock. And so what I told everyone to do is look for any pop for some short covering and in pre-market and start nailing it around 72 to 74 area. And then from there, just take it down for an all-day fader. And I'm looking for 68 and under on the stock. So 68 was the price target on Square. I had that all over my thoughts, and I said, that's what I'm looking for. I want 68 on it. And I'll just show you how it worked itself out. So again, I was shorting in pre-market at 73.80, as you can see, and I actually sent it to everyone on Twitter where my short and where I covered this morning. And but for the chat room, I was looking for $68 on the stock. So let's see if I was right. I didn't think it'd come down 65 or 64 or 63. I felt 65 would probably be the number I was looking for. And that's what I went after. So, and as you can see, a little bit of a gap down. So I told everyone, watch for the quick pop. If it hits the 73, 74 area, don't worry. Scale in short and just take it down. And as you can see clearly, guess where it hit? $68.05. Not a bad trade. Good reading on it, right to the point, and just really done well. So we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can do maybe one more. What do I want to do? Well, I'm going to do a mention. It was Whirlpool. Now this one was just, you know, this is one for the books where I literally have to study this trade because, okay, the comments that I made this morning was Whirlpool gets bought up. Okay, that's already given. There's certain stocks in our industry that get bought up. Okay, so I told everyone to long at 115. If it dropped to 112, 113, don't worry. The stock will deliver at least 4 points or more. All right, and I even put this stock is like cat. It tends to get bought up. All right, and that's how it works. It's this stock. Certain stocks in our industry, Wall Street investors love to get in there and buy that stock. That's just how they trade. Okay, and I spot these out on every earnings play. If they get smashed, I was like, hey, buy it. Don't even argue. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it because it's going to get bought up. Well, this not only got bought up. I want you to notice that it closed at 124.56, and they did not announce any kind of a buyback. And if you took the stock and you just let it be and you didn't even fight it and you went long at 115, 116, like we talked about in pre-market, I mean, just the first 10 minutes alone, you could have made 14 points. I mean, it was just, I mean, I this one goes down for the books. And here we're sitting at 136. Isn't it unbelievable? Unbelievable. And this one I'm going to have to study because did I deliver the 120? Yeah, I did. Would people have sold 119, 120? No, not with it running like that. I mean, even if you try to put a sell order at 120 or 119, you were probably going to get 121. It was moving so fast. This was simply just a monumental, play. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. But it goes to show you when investors get hungry for something, uh, the only thing I could think of is maybe the overseas factor and the fact that they managed most of they got a lot of cash on their books and they managed it well. So I'm thinking out loud that, they're ready for the recovery or if the tariffs start to release and we ease off. I think they're going to just explode. And I think investors are just jumping way ahead of it. So, but I'm going to do some homework on it tonight. It was a great trade. I cannot take credit for the whole move. I'd like to, but realistically, I said 119, maybe 120. But this thing just blew the doors off. I've never seen anything like it. I personally tried to short it at least probably 2 or 3 times minimum, and it just would not budge. It bit me each time because it was too strong. But hey, I had to try. I still want to though. I do. I do. I still want to buy it. Uh, I still want to short it. So other than that, that's kind of like what we did today. It was a really busy day. So on a recap, we did CAT overnight at 124.50, and it went to 128. We did WVE. We did this one. Hold on a second. Yeah, adding to my position there. And then we did HOG on the short call on the earnings. Came all the way down. And then we from 36 to 32 for 4 points. OCX, nice trade there. Right off of that. And we did good on that one as well. And then the next trade we did was, I'm sorry, I'm just doing a few things here. And then the next one was Square. Nice early call to short the stock from this morning at 73. And then the next trade we did was NVIDIA. NVIDIA was a really good one off of 137. And the notes did clearly say on the video right here, if you can see, allow the stock to pop at the open on a short covering squeeze, and then we'll go in there and we'll nail this. We'll nail it. And if you could see 137, 139, and then we wanted to go to 125 levels. So that was the whole trade for us in the room to nail that. And I just want you to see that. It worked really, really well. And if you can see, I mean, just how precise we were and crisp, clean the call was, we did say 137 to 139, and it hit 138. And that basically tells a trader not to get shaken out. Helps them really stay focused on building on the trade. And that's why we do it. So I really liked it. And then we just kind of faded it off. I mean, we didn't get 125, but we got a pretty good deal there. So 131. I'm sorry, I'm making money right now. I went back in on WVE, and it's starting to pay some bills. So it's this one right here. I'm sorry, PII. See it? I saw it build right here, so I think I'm going to sell right into that. If it pops a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm trading it right here. I got a nice fill down here, and I'm waiting for it to get around 83.40. Stock moves pretty fast once it starts going up. So anyway, thank you for joining us and trading with us and listening to the webinar. It was really a great day in the room. A lot of things, a lot of people achieved their goals, and I was really happy. And I hope that you visit us on Twitter. My Twitter feed is AJTrader7, and lots of people talk. And just a really, really great day. A lot of people made a lot of things happen. So I look forward to trading with you tomorrow. And thank you, and take care. Bye-bye.